Hi everyone. Today's session, Ethics and Artificial Intelligence. Here you can see about fifth unit, Cases and Applications. In this unit, we are focused mainly on what are the applications and case studies under Ethics and Artificial Intelligence. Let us see one by one what are the overview of unit. In this fifth unit, we are mainly focused on what are the real-time world applications of AI and ethical challenges. Highlights responsible and human-centered AI usage and domain based on transport, military, healthcare, education, smart cities, and chatbots. So these are the domain you are using for the applications. How we can see one by one. Okay, the first thing is ethics and ethics of AI transport. Here, AI is transforming transportation through autonomous vehicles and smart traffic management system, while it improves efficiency and safety. Ethical concerns arise regarding accidents, decision making in critical situations, and responsibility. To ensure public safety and trust, developers, manufacturers, and users must work together and maintain accountability. So here, these are the four important points based on this AI transport. One is AI used in autonomous vehicle and traffic management. Second one is safety and accountability during accident. And third, decision making in life critical situations and responsibility of developers, manufacturers, and users. So these are the things under the transport. Apart from that, you can use your own concept. Next one is how ethical AI in supporting for military domain. So here, everyone nowadays used for AI. AI is now used in military system such as drones and surveillance tools, while it improves efficiency and response time. It also raises serious ethical concerns. One major issue is the risk of losing human control over autonomous weapons. Another concern is civilian safety, as AI system may make mistakes. Therefore, it is important to ensure accountability and maintain human supervision through human in the loop system to protect ethical standard in warfare. So, the ethical AI in military system is used for AI in surveillance, drones, and autonomous weapons. It's a risk of loss of human control, civilian safety and accountability issues, and finally, the importance of human in the loop system. Next domain is biomedical research. The AI is transforming biomedical research by improving drug discovery and genetic analysis. However, ethical issues such as data privacy, informed consent, transparency, and bias must be carefully managed to ensure fair and responsible use of AI in healthcare. So we have to mainly focus on drug recovery system and ethical use of patient and genetic data. Next one is AI in patient care. How the AI will be useful into caring about the patients. So the AI is transforming patient care by supporting healthcare professionals in delivering faster, more accurate and personalized treatment. However, its use also raises important ethical and practical consideration. The first figure it focuses on AI supports diagnosis and treatment planning. The second figure it focuses on the protection of patient data privacy. And third is accuracy and trust in AI recommendation. And finally, we are focusing on support tool, not a replacement for the doctors. So AI is a supporting tool only. It is not replacing for a doctor. The next domain is public health. Artificial intelligence plays a significant role in improving public health system by predicting disease outbreak and supporting large-scale healthcare planning. However, Its use also involves ethical and social consideration. AI helps predict disease outbreak and population level data, privacy versus public safety, and equitable access to AI driven healthcare system. So these are the examples. Robot teaching and pedagogy. Nowadays, the education system will mainly supporting for AI. So robot teaching and pedagogy is a tutor to increasingly being used in education through AI tutors and teaching robots. While these technologies offer many benefits, they also raise important educational and ethical concerns. AI tutors and teaching robots in education, risk of reducing human interaction, emotional dependency on missions, and bias in learning algorithm. So each and every algorithm you can easy to recover and identify based on this education pedagogy using AI techniques. And AI policy and governance. The artificial intelligence becomes more integrated into education and society. Strong policies and governance frameworks are essential to ensure its responsible and ethical use. These are the examples. Policies guide ethical AI deployment, need for fairness and inclusivity, regulation and accountability, and ethical AI guidelines in education and society. Next one is smart city ethics. How AI using in a smart cities. These are some examples we have focused. AI used in surveillance, traffic, and utilities. That means the AI technologies play a crucial role in managing urban infrastructure through applications in surveillance camera, traffic management system, and utility services. These systems enable real-time monitoring and predictive analytics to improve public safety and operational efficiency. Example can using for Google Map. Immediately they shows where is the traffic area and there isn't any alternative paths are there or not, right? So these are the cases you can using for this method. And second one is risk of privacy invasion. Extensive data collection by AI-powered surveillance can lead to significant privacy concerns. The pervasive use of cameras and sensors may infringe on individual privacy by tracking movements and behaviors without explicit consent. The last topic is continuous monitoring of citizens. The smart city often employ continuous monitoring to enhance security and transformation, resources management. However, this constant surveillance raises questions about how much monitoring is too much and the potential misuse of collected data. Now, let us see ethics of AI chatbots. Chatbots are widely used in a customer service, healthcare, education, and online platform. While they improve efficiency and acceptability, they also raise important ethical concerns. Chatbot used in a customer service and healthcare. That means AI chatbots assist customers by answering queries, providing 24/7 support and guiding users through services. In healthcare, they will help with appointment scheduling, symptom checking, and basic health information. However, sensitive context require careful oversight. So chatbot used customer service and healthcare means it is a service provider. You can access 24/7 support. Whenever the customer asks any question, the AI will provide the comfortable answer and correct answer we have to check. Collection of storage of user data. The chatbots collect user data such as the conversation, personal details, and sometimes health information. The organizations must ensure secure storage, data encryption, and compliances with the privacy regulations to protect user confidentiality. The next one is risk of misinformation and manipulation. If not properly designed or monitored, chatbots may provide incorrect, biased, or misleading information. In some cases, AI system could be misused to manipulate opinion or spread misinformation. Continuous monitoring and fact-checking mechanisms are essential. So here, if we are asking a question is correct, the answer will be provided correct information. Sometimes some informations are misleading based on this misinformation manipulation process. And finally, transparency. Informing users they are interacting with AI. Users have the right to know when they are communicating with an AI system rather than a human. So transparency builds trust, prevents deception, and promotes ethical AI interaction. So these are the things are under ethics of AI chatbots. Under the AI chatbot, we have discussed 4 points. One is chatbots used in customer service and healthcare. Just it is a customer service. And second one is collection of storage of user data. Third one is risk of misinformation and manipulation. And finally, we can produce transparency. That means informing users they are interacting with AI. Next domain, we can focus on key ethical principles. So what are the ethical principles are we are followed? One is an transparency in ethical decision making, accountability of AI outcomes, fairness and bias reduction, privacy and data protection, human oversight. So these 5 important keys are focused on ethical principles. Now, so far we have discussed focus on ethical and AI applications. Here one questions, that is an assignment question. I'll send it to you. We have to answer before Friday. Okay. A hospital implements an AI chatbot to assist patients with a preliminary diagnosis and appointment scheduling. Once again, I tell you, a hospital implements an AI chatbot to assist patients with a preliminary diagnosis and appointment scheduling. The chatbot collects patient symptoms and medical history to provide recommendations. Over time, it is discovered that the chatbot gives less accurate advice to elderly patients and non-native English speakers. Additionally, some patients were not clearly informed that they were interacting with an AI system rather than a human healthcare professionals. So this is a scenario given. Now the question is, identify the ethical issues involved in this scenario. What steps should the hospital take to address concern related to transparency, fairness, accountability, and data privacy? So this is a question. Once again, I tell you, identify the ethical issues involved in this scenario. What steps should the hospital take to address concerns related to transparency, fairness, accountability, and data privacy? Right? So prepare the answer before Friday. You have to submit. Now, in this session, application and case studies, what is your conclude? Ethics is an essential for responsible AI deployment. AI must prioritize human values and rights. Ethical frameworks work ensure trust and sustainability. So this is for our conclusion for this session. Any question? If you have any question, you can just ask. Otherwise, send it to the chat box. Thank you.